Unbelievable. 1 week to go. And that's how far we were from shipping our Portofino 52 to Italy. And then war breaks out.
Ballistic missiles, drones, explosions lighting up the sky over Dubai. The airspace gets shut down, the Persian Gulf is sealed off. No way in and no way out.
And right now, our Portofino 52 is trapped.
But let's be clear, this is a war. Lives are at risk. People are in danger. Lives have been lost. Families are living through fear and uncertainty.
Our hearts go out to our friends in Dubai and everyone else affected across the region,
including all our friends and their families in Iran. And of course, we are only talking about a boat, but this is our future.
Ironically, our Crystal Voyager Portofino 52 was booked, scheduled, and due to leave Dubai in only a few days.
After years of planning, design decisions, setbacks, and refining, we were finally going to see the boat on the water and see how she performs. And now everything is paused indefinitely.
We've been asked by many, how are we coping? And to be honest, it's frustrating. We just want to launch her and see how she performs and get on with the next chapter of our lives. I just want my Portofino. We waited so long and, it's at the 11th hour and
zipped away from it and underneath our feet.
You know what they say? You make plans and God just laughs. And that's how it feels right now, because it's like, oh, we're almost there, and we actually hold ourselves back from being too excited over the last few years because we knew we had a bit to wait. And we just started to let ourselves get excited and we're almost there. And
our flights are booked to see the boat arriving in Italy at the end of this month.
And we've got a date for shipping, which is something that we really tried to nail down. And then the war breaks out.
But in reality, this is now a waiting game. It is completely out of our hands. And the timeline is dictated by global events outside of our control.
And so for now, we wait.
But while we wait, let's focus on the things we can control.
And I guess that's been our philosophy in life all the way through. When we've had setbacks or hiccups or delays or fires or whatever it might be, we get to the point that we think, okay, we can't control that, but let's focus on what can we control. So that's how we live our lives, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And we make good things that appear to be a bad situation, and we use our time wisely while we're waiting, because there's lots of things in life that we still want to do which don't rely on the boat, so we do those things in this time.
Well, over the last few months, incredible progress has been made on the Portofino 52 on our boat, and today we're going to show you just what makes this boat so special.
And we're going to show you some of the technical details on how the boat is being built. And we have been asked by many people that they want to see more details about the Portofino construction and the choices that make her different.
So let's take a closer look on what's being built and what is worth waiting for.
So let's get into it.
So here is the first ever viewing of the Portofino hydraulic lifting rudders. Here on the left you can see the hydraulic piston that drives the rudder backwards and forwards. And the mechanism for lifting and lowering the rudder is this device that drives a pin down through the rudder shaft to raise and lower the rudder. The amazing thing here is that although this will be hydraulically driven, you can easily push it by hand because the engineering is so excellent. With minimal force, the rudder can be raised and lowered very easily. And you can also see how easy it is to rotate the rudder from side to side with only 2 fingers. And here you can see what happens under the water with the rotating part of the rudder lowering and raising as required.
One more time.
Remember that the fixed part of the rudder is above the level of the skeg. So even when we're sitting on the sand, this does not touch the ground. There is also a safety kick-up mechanism if the rudder ever hits anything. So wouldn't you agree that this is just incredible engineering?
This is the artist, a wid. Number 1. And started there as well.
So here is another really exciting feature of the Portofino 52. It is the skeg that protects the rudder and the propeller, and the flat plate at the bottom takes the weight of the boat when it's sitting on the sand. Also note that the propellers remain above the level of the bottom plate. They will never foul the ground and hopefully any debris. You can also see that the prop is in a wide open space, and this dramatically improves efficiency. At the same time, the drive shaft is completely enclosed in solid aluminium all the way to the prop. Yet again, a very clever design with amazing multifunctionality. Portofino speciality.
So guys, if you want to keep up to date with what's happening next, whether she ships next week or next month, hit that subscribe and turn on the notifications. Because when this boat finally hits the water, you'll see it first.
So this is the infrared gun, and we are checking the temperature of the dark anti-skid and the color of the boat, if there is any difference.
And it's midday.
Yes, it's working. 55.4. 1 degree.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost similar. Depends even where you check.
Yeah.
Some places more, some places less. You go more close. 55. Solar panel. Same.
It's the same, is it?
Same.
55 as well.
So it seems there's very little difference between the heat on the charcoal anti-skid compared to the blue paint. So we'll wait till we're sailing to see if we need to make any changes when we're using it for real.
So this one is a difference between the TIG and laser welding. This is the normal TIG welding.
Yeah.
It's good, but you can see the welding is quite big.
Wow, yeah.
For the laser, the place where the welding need to be very thin, this is the laser welding. It's really minimal and quite strong. And with the MIG, even if you have good welding machine, a good operator, you cannot make the welding small like this. And it's faster. Less the laser is faster.
Okay, great.
You go straight like this. TIG is the same concept of the MIG,
Right.
but the MIG have the wire inside
Okay.
with the feeder. Then automatic feed the wire. A little bit more complicated. The operator need to move the gun like this and same time feeding the... Now we don't have a good operator we are looking for.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
With a laser you just go straight. To avoid the complication when you have to tighten the nut from here. There is very congested, so another one have to go there and keep the nut. So we connect two bolts together. In case you need to replace, you remove, cut the welding, fix a new one, and put it back. Then it probably never happen. But you never know. Everything we put on the boat, one day you could need to remove.
Yeah.
So with this one, when you remove the nut, you remove there. And when you put it back, you can tight and the bolt is keep it.
Well, that'll make it much easier.
Much easier, yes. This is the air conditioning pump, 48 volts DC, but variable speed. As you can see, there is no ventilation. This pump doesn't need ventilation because it's a DC brushless motor, so can be floated, can go underwater without any damage. If there is a leak in the bilge and the bilge will be full of water, this pump doesn't have any problem. The transmission between the motor and the impeller is magnetic, so there is no physical connection.
Right.
Here is complete close, the motor is complete sealed. And here you have the power for the motor, 48 volts, and the control for the speed. The system will control the speed of the pump through this connection, and the same pump supply water to 4 air conditioning unit, and as soon you start more unit, the pump automatically increase the speed and the water flow. When you have only one unit on, the pump reduce the speed, reduce the consumption, reduce the wear of the pump. It's working very smoothly. DC 48 volt,
Yep.
maximum speed 8.3 ampere. the four manifold with four valves. So the two seawater pump, they provide water to this manifold, and here you have four outlets for the four air conditioning. So the valve open automatically when they need. This manifold you can find on a 50 meters yacht. This kind of manifold. In bilge pump you have seen already the system. You can pull it out. The tails. Here we have the underwater light. But this position is very dangerous because you can put the feet there. So I put one solid bar welding here. You can remove the light, but even if you put the feet here, you don't break the light. This is a bus bar of the DC power 48 volts. So all the 48 volts start from here and go everywhere. This is the inlet from the battery. The positive comes from the battery from here. You have a fuse, and this is connected to the delivery. Here you have all the outlet. This is a shunt. The shunt is measure the quantity of current. So this is the one that allows you to see in the monitor all the power where it's going. All of this is connected directly, so you never lose the power, because as you can see is the bus bar connected with bolts. But there is a lot of electronics here, and everything is connected in CAN bus. If it's not working, you don't lose your power. But if it's working properly, on your any screen Raymarine, you can see how much power from where to where, from solar panel, from alternator, from shore power, how much power you are using, how much power you are making. And thanks to this guy, this is the brain of the power consumption. But if you cannot see the consumption, you don't lose the power. Something went wrong with the CAN bus, power is here. So we try to keep the bus bar and the inverter as much as possible close to the battery, to make the big cable as much as possible. But 8 outlets is not enough. This is an extra one, then we will bring to the engine room. Why to the engine room? Because in engine room we have alternator. Alternator need to be connected to this one with a big cable, because there's a lot of power. So I prefer to install one bus bar in the engine room, because the alternator will give power to this. And in the same time, the power that I need for the engine room doesn't need to go there. From this, go directly to the other device. If I don't take power from here, I just supply power, the power will go there. In this case, the cable I use to bring the power to the bus bar, when the alternator is stopped, become the cable that deliver power to the engine room. So I save one cable, big cable. Here we use 120 square millimeter cable. Victor from Holland, we send them the drawing, how we decide to connect, approve it, no problem. So here we have optimized as much as possible the DC power that is the one that requires big cable. So here you have your dashboard with the Raymarine screen. So when you need to access to this one, the dashboard will rotate like this on hinges, and you have the full access to the power. Basically, the equipment in the 52 will be divided in 3 places: the 2 engine room and the wheelhouse, nothing else. So very well accessible. You don't have to look for nothing, because you have the list of the items, and also you can see. And here you will have this, and you will have some breaker for winch, windlass, the furler, etc. And the power starts from here and go directly there.
Well guys, thanks for being a part of our journey, and next week we're diving even deeper into the Portofino build details. The decisions, the challenges, and the details that you haven't seen yet.
So don't miss it.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye guys.
So as always, thank you to our wonderful Patreons that help support our charity Tough Minds, that are helping people and saving lives from suicide every single day.